Here to demonstrate command line for sender GUI, uh, email sender. So you may be wondering why I need to start a command line. Isn't GUI much more powerful? And the answer is I need to have low resource in order to make it multi-platform, and also it needs to load up the annotation to package into the car file, and so it's just better just to have both a GUI as well as a command line, and also in Eclipse when you import a project. There's no import. It's like, let's say you want to create an Adobe Premiere, which is a video file. You will open up a project file. There's no direct way that, as far as I know, you can just load up a project file. And the reason is because if Eclipse had to do that, they had to create a whole new level. It's a feature that's not implemented because Eclipse is based on command line, like an interface, and so you have to make it two-step. You import a folder, and then that folder is gonna have src root head, and then a package directory. Then you have to downcast it without the src head directory into head directory. Basically, you have to in see it's got instantiation. You have to instantiate it basically, for the lack of a better term, into a Eclipse class file. So and then another option to do that would be to import it as a jar file, as a library file, and which is work in progress. But it makes a lot more sense for me to make into a command line, so I could componentize it and load it into the library. So that's where I am right now. And so I'm gonna run email sender. Actually, I ran it previously. Is how it looks like. And so it's a command line. See, one is to load up annotation, and E is to exit, and 9 is empty command. So once I type 1, it's going to load it up. 01110. So let me show you the email sender. The XML file at a root head directory is called annotation, because it annotates extra information for compiler specific information. And email sender lowercase. I have to name it uppercase. Bin data. There you go. Type email sender. Type. And so this is the information, right? You have modulo, and group two is modulo one, because each time I send it has some sort of state to remember. The next time, then group three will be module one, two, or three. So you have to remember the state. Eventually, I have to persist it by saving it, but that's another option. And so one I just load up in E's to exit. E was exit, so I could access this using DOS command line interface to it, and then the next option is to load it through a library. So I could so after a few iteration of feature into Plex Tornado, I should be able to componentize it, so it'll be easier to import the project compile. Right now is I just pre-compile everything into a jar file. The ant script will do it one big swoop, and so there'll be no error, which is still possible. But I would envision certain people would like to download the source and compile it themselves. So with these command line, I could put componentize and make the build system much more easier for people to import a project. Okay, with that, I'm gonna upload this for the internet for the netizen to see.